Welcome to the Toyota Halftime. Let's go places.
17 days ago, Thanksgiving in Dallas, Eagles 33, Cowboys 10. Change of venue, big change in circumstance and tone. Dallas up at the half, 21-10. Off to the studio, and Dan.
All right, Bob, with Tony and Rodney, you both picked Dallas to win this game. What's Philadelphia have to do to get back into it?
Well, they have to stay balanced. They did run the ball to get back in the game. They've got to keep LaShawn McCoy involved.
I said in the pregame show, I felt like anytime Romo had an opportunity to get the ball to Dez Bryant in one-on-one situation, he must get him the ball, and he did that, 2 touchdowns.
And Dallas gets the ball to start the second half. Let's show you the Week 15 highlights as we ushered in the Johnny Manziel era, or error. Picked off twice, held to just 80 yards in the air. The Bengals pitched a shutout. Bengals hold on to first place in the North. Pittsburgh at Atlanta. Steelers took care of the Falcons today. They can still win the North if they win out. This is William Gay giving Pittsburgh a 13-0 lead in the first half. Pittsburgh will be at home in the final 2 weeks hosting the Chiefs and then the Bengals. Houston at Indy. Andrew Luck and the Colts clinched their second straight AFC South title. Hakeem Nicks caught one of Luck's 2 touchdown passes today. Indy travels to Dallas next week. Denver and San Diego. Peyton Manning. Flu-like symptoms, also a thigh injury, went to the locker room in the first half. He returned. Demaryius Thomas caught his only touchdown pass of the day. Broncos claiming their 4th straight divisional title. Miami at New England. It was New England 27-0 in the second half, outscoring Miami 27-0. Rob Gronkowski on the receiving end of Tom Brady's touchdown pass, the 11th time they've done that this year. Green Bay at Buffalo. Bills defense stifling the Packers, forcing 2 turnovers, a late safety to secure the upset. Packers can still win the division if they win their final 2 games. Bills stay alive in the AFC wildcard race. Minnesota at Detroit. Lions trailed 14-0 second quarter, but rallied for the win. Matthew Stafford starting the comeback with this touchdown toss to Golden Tate. Lions-Packers tied for first in the North. They meet Week 17 in Green Bay. San Francisco at Seattle. Russell Wilson gave the Seahawks a 10-point lead. He finds Paul Richardson. Seattle eliminates the Niners from playoff contention. Seattle travels to Arizona next week on Sunday Night Football here on NBC. 6 teams could be the #1 seed in the NFC, and one of the 6 is not even making the playoffs.
That is so amazing. And with that Green Bay loss today, that puts even more emphasis on our game, Seattle at Arizona. They're not only playing for the West lead, but playing for the #1 seed.
I look at Seattle's defense, and we know they have a lot of star players. But the thing that I'm excited about is the contributions they're getting from their role players. Jordan Hill, defensive tackle, he had 2 sacks today. Byron Maxwell, coach, he's playing extremely well. But they're starting to blitz more because of all that great man-to-man coverage. And they're going against a 3rd-string quarterback next week.
I know, and Peter King said on our pregame show, Bruce Arians is thinking about using 2 quarterbacks to deal with this.
It won't help.
Seattle
It won't help
defense.
against Seattle.
All right, that'll be coming up next Sunday night here on NBC. Coming up, Bob Costas and Hines Ward on the first half. But first, the best coaches are great talent evaluators. And this week, Coach T sees if a promising rookies got the goods.
Back in Philadelphia with Hines Ward, the Cowboys sprinted out to a 21-0 lead. Let's start there. How did they do it?
Well, they won the one-on-one matchup with Dez Bryant and Jason Witten on the inside, and the guy that they was targeting was Eagles cornerback Bradley Fletcher, and I really think he had a hard time defending Dez Bryant on the outside.
The Eagles bounce back and get within striking distance, scoring the last 10 points of the half. How did they do that?
Well, the Eagles offense is built to score points very quickly. So for Mark Sanchez, he can't try to get it all back at once. He has to take care of the football, and the offense will take care of itself.
All right, coming up tomorrow on the Today Show, it's the start of an eventful week as the holidays approach. From getting the right gift for under $50 to keeping those holiday pounds in check. Here's a thought. Start by asking yourself, do I actually even like eggnog and fruitcake? Plus, there'll be special guests and a look at the biggest news stories of 2014. That's only on Today. Here in Philadelphia, Cowboys lead the Eagles 21-10. Alan Chris back with the second half after this.
This has been the Toyota Halftime. Let's go places.
This telecast is copyrighted by the NFL for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this telecast or of any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the NFL's consent is prohibited.
There's a moment in every game
that changes everything. NFL Turning Point, presented by Chevrolet, Wednesdays on NBCSN. Tonight's first half highlights are brought to you by Nationwide, official sponsor of the NFL.
We got a pass that Dez Bryant will haul in for a touchdown. Romo going deep, and there's Bryant, touchdown. And he's going to take it into the end zone on his first carry of the night.
Walk-in touchdown for Chris Paul.
Nationwide is on your side.
Back in Philly, Al Michaels, Chris Collinsworth, Michelle DeFoya. Dallas took a 21-0 lead. Then Philly with 10 unanswered points. 21-10. Cowboys recovered their own opening kickoff that led to a touchdown drive of 18 yards. Dez Bryant, 2 touchdown catches tonight. 12 for the season. And the Eagles, 2 3-and-outs, followed by 2 good drives. 21 plays and 127 yards, resulting in a touchdown and a field goal. And the Cowboys will get the ball as we get set to start the second half. Again, the importance of this game, each team with a mark of 9-4. The way things look right now in the National Football Conference, the winners in great shape, the losers in a lot of trouble. Because the winner of the division obviously will at least at worst host a wild card game. And the way things are going right now, if you finish second in this division, you may not get into the playoffs even with 11 victories. And the Cowboys cannot win the division if they have the same number of wins as the Eagles. So doubly important